Make a bigger circle, please. Can we have the music, please?
Okay, guys.
Can we have the music? Audience. 1, 2, 3, go. Over to you, Sapna, to explain the rules.
Okay. Now we're passing a parcel around. Once the music stops, be prepared. You'll find out what's in store for you. Okay? Now we have the music and give someone hand over the parcel, please.
Give it to me. Move it.
उसके right and left में दो members eliminate हो जाते हैं. Okay? Okay, let's start again.
We are left with 11 now. Are we 11?
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Now जिसके हाथ में parcel है,
These two tall girls, they are also the world of
जिसके हाथ में parcel है, वो और उसके right and left के एक member तीनों eliminate हो जाते हैं. Now the first is safe. Okay? दोनों साइड के एक मेंबर को छोड़ के उसके नेक्स्ट दो मेंबर डिलीट हो जाते हैं. Okay?
Get a physical photo printed from there and you can have an autograph with Sujata or Taniya. Picture करा लीजिए, वहाँ पे physical copy निकलवा लीजिए of that picture and you can have it autographed Taniya and Sujata से. So that's a complimentary gift for you.
Can we have the music, please?
Yeah.
So okay. Now I would like to know one, if you would have to give your journey, entrepreneurial journey, one word, what would it be? If you want to describe, Strength.
Super.
Super.
What's your name?
Barkha Khandelwal.
And you are into what?
I'm a homemaker.
Okay.
Nice.
So strength is something which you suggest to all.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations, Barkha Khandelwal. The first SUTA sari is yours.
Please give a big round of applause.
Yeah, let's have a pic together. Come purple.
और जोर से. Great. And now as the energy is flowing, let's move from the play to purpose. I want everybody please settle down, sit, take your seats.
Instead of just talking about success, we decided to listen to it by interacting with our own incredible flow members.
Because every woman here carries a story of courage, a story of choice and confidence.
जो सपने दिल में पलते हैं, वही पहचान होते हैं. तानिया, क्या बात?
Hi Pallavi, if your journey inspires one woman, what would you want her to learn?
That was your calling. You
That was
wanted
my calling.
financial independence. Okay, so we have one more question now. Neha, answer करेंगे. If your journey were a book,
If my journey
was a book.
was a book,
Yeah.
oh, it will be definitely the phoenix.
Ooh,
Rise from the ashes.
good one. That's a wonderful answer.
Hold on, girls. Now, Meena and Kopal. So the first question. Remember, you'll have to put up your hands. The first person to put up their hand will be asked the answer. Okay? Instagram is Suta's playground. Roughly, how many followers cheer them on?
Rahela.
25 to 30.
Nope. Anybody else? Two. No. Okay, I'm on to the next question.
20 stores.
No, even that's not right actually. Anybody else in the crowd? Did you? Five.
Oh my God! Nobody has answered the question right.
Girls, settle down please. We are playing a quiz.
Excuse me. Hello, from the back.
Members, Floyd, we request you to settle down because we are playing a fun, fabulous quiz and there are lots of gifts to be won.
Is it sweetheart?
No, it's Made in Heaven and the Malmal sarees. It's called Made in Heaven collection and those are typically Malmal soft cotton sarees. Okay, this is the last question which I'm putting up now. How many weavers is Suta currently working with? Any idea?
Can you please repeat the question once?
Yes, she's right. Yes, she's right. Garima's right. Yeah.
What's your name?
Garima.
Garima.
The next one. This is pretty. Yeah.
They're recycling it.
How do they recycle?
How do they recycle it?
Defective sarees को कैसे Hello. Yeah. Perfectly right.
Please give a big round of applause to your name, please. Aparna Jain.
Block printing, acrylic work, embroidery on their sarees, the defective pieces, and they recycle it by selling them.
Okay, so networking section चालू हो गया है. इसके लिए कोई गिफ्ट नहीं है. My next question, you Pallavi Singh. If your business success was a Bollywood song, which one and why?
Hi guys, I'm Pallavi. As you all know, I run a HR consulting firm. So she's asking a song, Bollywood song. I think बादल पे पाँव है.
थोड़ा सा
सावन है, या टूटा गाँव है. अब तो कोई चल पड़ी, अपनी ये नाव है. बादल पे पाँव.
What does success look like for you beyond numbers and milestones? So I would like to come to.
For me, success is like a family time, sitting with my family together, where I'm peaceful and where I'm with my friends also, with my connections, my trust. So for me, success is actually having a cup of tea and snacks with my family. Thank you.
Beautiful. And my last question is a power-hitting question, which is to ma'am. What keeps your passion alive year after year, year after year, year after year?
There's a lot of learning every moment. Every day when there's a lot of struggle also when you step out of any comfort zone and you meet new people. But there is an urge to learn something new every day, which ultimately leads to perfection. So I just think that there is something still in another person where I can learn and I can imbibe all those things.
afternoon. The stage is set, the energy is crackling, and this hall is buzzing. There's pure power in this room. This can only be a FICCI FLO afternoon. Today is a full-on celebration of grit, growth, and unstoppable girl power. Because when women come together with purpose, magic doesn't just happen, it multiplies. I'm Sapna Khandelwal, Secretary of FLO and Head of Business League, and it's an absolute joy to welcome you to this inspirational winter afternoon. Before we move ahead, a quick little request. Please switch your phones to silent mode because this is one conversation you'll want to be fully present for. No scrolling, no sneaky checking, just you right here, right now. Thank you so much. Our threaded wall stands today as a beautiful testament to the creativity of our FLO community. Each piece is a reflection of your imagination, your emotions, and your skill. And together, this makes the wall truly special. We are thrilled to share that the SUTA sisters have personally reviewed these creations and selected our winners, who will soon receive SUTA surprise prizes. And yes, don't forget your selfies with the threaded wall. There is a surprise in store for you for that also. All right, friends. Ab aata hai wo moment. The sister duo we are about to welcome have had a journey that broke rules, rewrote fashion norms, and made saris irresistibly cool again. Ladies, let's put our hands together for
دوس عندي خوش فصلة يا اخي تفوز والله خوش رقصة يا اخي دوس عندي خوش فصلة يا اخي تفوز والله خوش رقصة عندي لك رقصة قوية يا الحبيب اسمها الصبوحة خطبها نصيب مد يدك كنا بتعطيها كف وهز شتفك هيل خليك شديد عطني رقصة الفريسة زيد عليها.
Welcome Sujata and Taniya. Sue and Tha, we are absolutely thrilled to have you two dynamic women entrepreneurs with us today. Some brands don't need introduction. You don't explain them, you feel them, as the founders themselves say. When you see a SUTA sari, you know it's a SUTA sari. Soft cotton, easy drapes, comfort, original, home. That is SUTA for us. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Before we move ahead, may I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem, a moment of pride, unity, and gratitude. Indore, we believe that women come together to contribute, not compete. Powerful things happen. The FLO Business League gives women entrepreneurs the stage to pitch with clarity, courage, and conviction. The two pitches you'll see today have been challenged, refined, and strengthened. Backed by experienced mentors, every idea here is ready to move from vision to action. Our first entrepreneur today, Floide Dr. Sakshi Agarwal, comes from a legacy literally rooted in gold. From her family's thriving jewelry business, she carries forward a tradition of craftsmanship and trust while infusing her modern perspectives. Let's hear it from Dr. Sakshi as she takes us through her vision. Over to you, Sakshi.
Thank you, Sapna Khandelwal. A blingy good afternoon, dear friends. In Indian homes, a beautiful outfit is never worn without jewelry. It isn't just an accessory. It's confidence, tradition, and a final piece that makes a woman feel complete. I am Dr. Sakshi Agrawal, and Paj Wells was born not from a business plan, but from a woman's belief. My mother-in-law, Mrs. Shobha Gupta, started Paj Wells 15 years ago with one simple thought: every woman deserves jewelry that feels personal, powerful, and worthy of her movement. I didn't just inherit a brand. I inherited stories. Stories of brides choosing their first heirloom, of mothers passing legacies, and of women wanting something timeless yet truly theirs. Our advantage lies in accessibility. Authentic Rajasthani Jadao is breathtaking. Accessing meant traveling, unfamiliar names, and stress. So we brought craft home to Indore with our artisans who perfected this art over generations. From art enthusiasts to chokers and fully customized pieces, we match jewelry to women and not just the outfit. In 15 years, we have been part of over 10,000 celebrations with pieces ranging from 50,000 to 50 lakhs. Because value isn't about a price, it's about connection. Paj Wells began with my mother-in-law's belief and continues with my promise to create jewelry chosen with intention, destined to live in a story that begins with, "This was my mother's." Thank you.
That was a grounded, thoughtful, and interesting pitch. Our next entrepreneur is Floide Dr. Shivani Joshi, founder of Total Fertility Solutions, IVF Center, and ART Bank, a field that requires not only medical expertise, but deep empathy, trust, and resilience. In her pitch, she shares how she's shaping a center that balances science and sensitivity. Dr. Shivani, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Hey everyone. Wow, I see so many beautiful women here. And I'm sure you all are like-minded, belonging to this FICCI FLO group. And what I feel here, some of us have already achieved great heights in career. Some have happily chosen to be homemakers. And there are few who want another milestone in their life. But during this complete journey of being a woman, I'm sure one point you all will agree that we feel, what if we could control the timing of our pregnancies? And you all know that feeling, right? When someone misses the period and she thinks that, oh, maybe tomorrow I'll see those 2 magical pink lines on the UP ticket. Or you may be aware of someone who has been trying to conceive for long while discussing for these saris, these jewelries. Also, there is a silent feeling when someone shares that how badly they want to be a mother and how they have been going from clinic to clinic, clinging on that hope of being pregnant one day. At Total Fertility Solutions IVF Center and ART Bank, we understand these emotions, these challenges. Our personalized care, expertise, and state-of-art technology helps you achieve every step towards parenthood. Hi all, I'm Dr. Shivani Joshi, a consultant in reproductive medicine trained in Germany, an obstetrician, gynecologist, embryologist, and an aspiring lawyer. So many degrees, wonder why? Well, after years of practice in Mumbai, when me and my husband, Dr. Sankalp Joshi, who is a male infertility consultant, we moved to Indore, we thought we would lead a team of experts in each of these fields so that we can provide our patients the best care. And with gratitude, I say that over past 15 years, we have completed 10,000 families. Thank you. What makes us different is we hear to your story, our one-to-one interaction with the couples, their needs, and most importantly, our non-corporate approach helps you achieve high success rate, that too at very affordable cost. We help cancer patients and working women who are looking to freeze their gametes, that is egg and sperms. We have a dedicated ART bank which is helping couples all across India who are looking for good elite egg and sperm donors. And because of our location, that is at South Tukoganj opposite Super Specialty Hospital, we are getting lot of cancer patients and working women to freeze their eggs. So friends, if someone near you, maybe your daughter-in-law, your sister-in-law, your friends, your neighbors, if anyone is looking for that miracle to happen, do not just wait, recommend us and we will help them become a family. Thank you so much.
Each presenter has given her vision a voice, reflecting the true spirit of FLO Business League. To honor these inspiring women, may I invite Chairperson C.A. Shweta Agarwal, along with our participants, FLOites, Dr. Sakshi and Dr. Shivani, for the certificate and badge ceremony. The Business League reminds us of one simple truth. Progress begins when we stop holding our ideas quietly and start shaping them consciously. Congratulations, Dr. Sakshi. Your own business thought, know this, there is a space for your voice here, the FLO Business League. Every impactful organization needs a strong leader to share her vision and guide FLO's journey ahead with clarity and conviction. Please welcome the chairperson of the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Ladies Organization, FICCI FLO Indore Chapter, C.A. Shweta Agarwal.
Everyone, a very warm welcome to my FLO family. As we step into this new year, I wish each one of you clarity in thought, courage in action, and confidence in every decision you take. A new year gives us a fresh new canvas, and at FLO Indore, we choose to paint it with purpose. Today's gathering truly reflects our vision, empowering women through real stories, real journeys, and real courage. We are delighted to have women entrepreneurs with us whose experience reminds us that belief, perseverance, and resilience can create meaningful impact. A heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guests, the SUTA sisters, and all FLO Indore members present here today. Let this afternoon be about celebrating women's achievement, learning from one another, and strengthening our collective purpose. One such impactful initiative, our Business League, And I would like to sincerely acknowledge and appreciate our mentors and mentees. Your dedication, discipline, and growth have been truly inspiring. You didn't just work on your businesses, you worked within yourself. Friends, the last quarter has been deeply fulfilling for us and personally very close to my heart. It has been a journey of heritage, creativity, wellness, mindfulness, and social responsibility. To relive these beautiful moments, we have prepared a short video capturing highlights from the event we have successfully completed. I request you all to please have a look. Thank you. As we just witnessed, these were not merely events, they were experiences with intent. While the video captured many meaningful journeys, our commitment to impact continued well beyond the frame. Some inspiring events deserve a special mention. FLO Indore hosted Accelerate, a journey of breakthroughs, belief, and beyond, featuring renowned coach Mr. Harish Sai Raman. With over 300 participants, the session inspired awareness, challenged limits, and reaffirmed our commitment to purposeful growth and transformation. We hosted an impactful session with Mr. Sudhakar Kaza, who offered rare insights into India's currency journey and demonetization, reminding us how every currency note carries the weight of purpose, policy, and nation building. Another memorable rendezvous was with Ms. Sharmishta Pranab Mukherjee in collaboration with Indore Literature Festival. Her reflections from her father's personal diary enriched our dialogue on leadership, values, and purposeful growth. One of her most meaningful initiatives was Journey with Purpose, a 3-day immersive experience blending heritage, responsibility, creativity, and inner peace. Mandav, timeless monuments combined with meaningful outreach to the Bhil tribe, highlighting heritage preservation with compassion. Lal Bagh Palace, where history met creativity through traditional art, bhajans, and soulful music. Satyadhara Ashram, the journey concluded with yoga, mindfulness, nature walk, sattvic meals, offering calm, clarity, and balance. Our women-led MSME session in collaboration with Ministry of MSME and Brajvedya provided valuable insights into Z certification and digital marketing, which was very well received and appreciated by members. Flow Sparks came alive through sessions under Beyond the Palais, book reading, reverse mentoring, case studies, and legal awareness. Each initiative empowered members with knowledge, inspiration, and practical insights. At FLO Indore, we are not just creating events, we are creating experiences that educate, heal, and empower. As we move ahead, January brings exciting opportunities for growth and collaboration. January 17th, a power-packed business case study session to strengthen strategic thinking. 23rd January, FLO बसंत मेला, परंपरा और आनंद का सुंदर संगम. आइए हमारे साथ मस्ती, खेल, खरीदारी, संगीत और व्यंजनों का आनंद लीजिए. यह मेल-जोल और संस्कृति का प्रतीक है. 27th January, an AI workshop to equip FLO members with simple, practical AI tools that lead and grow confidently in an AI-driven world. January 31st, please save the dates, something is coming. As we step into this new phase, let us remember, the future belongs to those who align passion with purpose. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our post holders, committee members, initiative heads, partners, and every FLO member who brings energy, sincerity, and heart to this platform. FLO Indore shines only because of you. New year, new we just show up. We show up with a purpose, and together we turn this purpose into power. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shweta, for your thoughts and for giving us a preview of what's to come. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to the engaging sessions ahead. Today's guests have proven when the heart leads, success follows every single time. हर कहानी जो दिल से लिखी जाती है, वो सिर्फ सफलता नहीं, मिसाल बन जाती है. I'll call Neki Tiwari to take this forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are not welcoming two speakers, we are welcoming a compass and a heartbeat. Let me introduce you to the woman who proved that when sisters join forces, even a forgotten sari can make a 90 crore statement. First up, Sujata Biswas, fondly called Su, the brain. Su is the proof that you don't need to wear a suit to think sharp. She walked away from SR, Jindal, and even a PhD at IIT Bombay. Yes, you heard that right. Because her heart was whispering, there's more to life than PowerPoint slides. An IFT Delhi graduate, a Forbes W-powered trailblazer, a TEDx speaker, Sue believes stories don't just sell the products, they move the markets. At home, she manages a son, a dog, and what can only be described as a small forest of plants, all with the same calm clarity she brings to building the SUTA. They say she sees the forest and the trees probably because she grows both. And then there is Taniya Biswas, Ta, the heart. If Su is the strategy, Ta is the soul. An engineer from NIT and MBA from IIM Lucknow, Ta once lived in the world of spreadsheets, strategy decks, corporate corridors at IBM, Tata refactories, and even a seed fund. But one day, she chose people over the presentation and fashion over the formulas. Ta reminds everyone, artisans, team, customers, that business is not just about the margins, it's about meaning. Entrepreneur, TEDx speaker, change maker, and honestly the kind of person you would want as your BFF in any revolution. Because she does not just talk about doing good, she makes look effortless. Together, Sue and Ta are not just sisters, they are co-conspirators of a movement. One draws the map, the other fuels the journey. One gives the shape, the other gives the soul. And together, they have built a bootstrap brand working with 17,000 artisans running 17 stores and redefining what mindful fashion likes in India today. They did not just think outside the box, they wove a whole new fabric. Thank you. Now I request CA Shweta Agrawal, Chairperson FICCI FLO Indore, to kindly escort our esteemed guest on stage. I request Goyal from the park to join the felicitation ceremony. Kindly felicitate our guest with flow memento and specially crafted gift by Spun, courtesy by Floide Dr. Veena Nair. Spun, handcrafted Ayurveda rooted in Indore, crafted with Ayurvedic wisdom. Sujata and Tanya, बेसब्री से आपकी amazing story सुनने के लिए बेताब हैं. Stage is all yours.
Hi everyone. Such a pleasure to sit amongst all of you. This is our first time coming here to Indore and seeing so many beautiful people here and sitting here and sharing our small journey with you guys. I'm so blessed and we are very excited to be here. We will start with our childhood because that's what inspired us. But we would love for this session to be an absolutely interactive session. So we will keep it short and we will touch upon few things, but would love for you guys to ask us questions. And thank you for everybody who took the effort to come on a Monday
And also wear a sari.
here and wear a sari. Thank you, that's a bonus. And we were welcomed by two beautiful ladies in a sari, and we're like, this is the first time somebody did that to us, so thank you. Indore truly feels special and warm. So going back to our childhood from where SUTA started, because our introduction was very big, but our beginning was very humble, very small. Both of us are sisters, for those of you who don't know. I am the elder one and she's the younger one.
Yes, she's the Sujata Su. I am Tanya Ta. That's how we are called, very fondly called Su and Ta. And we are born to our Ma Baba. Our Baba was a railway officer. He was a police officer. He was a sub-inspector when we were born. And our mom is a homemaker. She's very smart, never worked but. And we come from a very humble family. Our holidays have nurtured us, has made us who we are today. Our friends used to go to very fancy holidays, to hill stations, to beaches, to nice locations. We used to go to villages, nearby villages, where we wove the most beautiful stories of our life. There we visited weavers' families, we swam in ponds, we climbed trees, we climbed hillocks and said, oh, we have climbed a mountain. And our parents cheered us. And there, in the weaver's home, we used to eat with them, stay with them sometimes. And Ma used to say, look at how beautifully these fabrics are woven. We used to take a lot of interest, and at the end of the visit, she would allow us to buy 2 meters of fabric each. And with that, she used to say, you can dream whatever you want to dream with these fabrics. You can tell me what kind of a dress you want out of these. Even though she didn't know stitching, but she always made it fancy. And when we wore those homemade clothes that Ma stitched with a big belt or a big pocket here and there, we used to feel the most prettiest, and we used to love those clothes more over store-bought clothes.
So now you know why SUTA is such a storytelling brand. Imagine our Ma has created this whole magic world for us
with no money involved, but she made us feel like we are the princesses, you know, born into the richest family and we are enjoying the best life. So for us, our childhood was full of stories, full of fabrics, full of textile, full of village life, full of beautiful people living beautifully in their humble houses and also being happy. But us being belonging to a middle class family, and most of us would know here that parents would say, padhai karo, paise kamao, you know, so that's what happened. Both of us went on to do engineering, followed by MBA. She did an MBA because I had done an MBA. Behene, you know how they follow footsteps. So she got through NID Ahmedabad and she also got through IIM Lucknow. But because I had done my MBA from IIFT Delhi and because I was earning quite a bit, so she like, I'll also do that. That's the right path maybe. And truly we'd all, I think all of us, wherever we are, we don't yet know, right, what is the right path or the wrong path. We just do what we are supposed to do.
And honestly, our only aim was to be independent. That's what Ma told us, that you have to be independent and do whatever, that is fine. And there was nothing of the sorts that what is your passion, what you really want to do. Those discussions never happened and we were also fine with that. But when she came to Bombay, because she got placed in SR and then she worked with Jindal, I also followed her footsteps because बहन से थोड़ी ना दूर रहना है, मुंबई मुझे भी जाना है. So I also landed there. We started living together and every single evening हम बस यही बात करते थे कि हमने सब कर लिया, हम इतना अच्छा earn कर रहे हैं, but is it the only thing that is there in life? Would you wake up on a Saturday very happy and go to work, the work that we are doing in the corporate world? And would we die tomorrow saying that we are happy? I don't think the answer is yes.
So over a lot of cups of chai and a lot of talks, meeting in between works in cafes, we both said, khud kuch karna hai, you know, but absolutely clueless what to do. We started with a lot of ideas, but I'll tell you why SUTA happened. So over a cup of tea we were discussing, kuch aisa karna chahiye jisse we impact people's lives. Because all our lives we have traveled so much and we have seen that, thank you, that people have, you know, we've always called weavers poor. And we used to always ask, why are they poor? They know better work than us. They know weaving, which is so difficult, but they earn less. So that concept never we didn't understand ever. And when we grew up, we realized that if we have studied so much, why not make that more impactful? Why not make that our maybe purpose of life? But when we started, we were asked the same question, itna padhai karke saadi bechoge, itna padhai karke blouses bechoge, career mein kya hone wala hai, will you come back?
Also our friends used to say that, tum log pagal ho, saadi kaun pehanta hai? Ab saadi ki business abhi kaun shuru karta hai? Start a western wear, you know, brand or something which is like when people are looking forward to. Saadi? Are you kidding me? Everybody raised a question. But we said, ठीक है, हम जैसे like-minded people होंगे, handful people maybe, but we want to bring back sarees into people's lives. ये जो मलमल साड़ी है, which hugs your body, I don't see anyone wearing. People are wearing this, mostly the bling sarees, which is stiff and also difficult to start with.
So we started the business when we were late 20s, and it's going to be 10 years this year. So we'll complete 10 years in April. So when we started, when we used to wear sarees to corporate, people used to ask, क्यों साड़ी पहना है? कोई special occasion है, मंदिर जा रहे हो? So we felt there is a big gap. And honestly, apart from having passion, I feel you have to find a business gap when you start something. So we found a business gap. But as per our calculation, we thought it will be a 7-8 crore brand, and we'll be happy doing what we are doing, and we'll create a small impact in a small village probably. We realized that SUTA has way more potential in COVID. Is when the boom happened for our business, because physical stores were not running, so people started shopping online. So we were lucky that that happened. But we, as Tanya and me, when we started, we had 2 weavers, one person who was doing picking, packing for us, and we had one small garage where we worked out of. I think the biggest break that we got was when Indian cinema picked SUTA for Last Stories. Kiara Advani wore SUTA for the first time. And followed by a lot of films and OTTs where you see SUTA. Thank you.
And you know, the change when we saw was a massive change when Abla Nari, jisko saadi pehnate the pehle, now it has changed to all the powerful
protagonists wearing SUTA saris or any sari, to be honest. And there was a subtle shift that happened, and I also say that me and Sujata had a huge role to play in that, because we made saris fun. We said that youngsters have to start wearing saris for saris to stay relevant. It should not be like sari pehenni hai aaj, and then they're like, okay, fine, I'll pick one from your wardrobe and wear, and I'll return it to you. When things started changing, when we made saris easy, more fun, and also affordable, youngsters started buying saris with their own money, with their first salaries. That's when we saw a huge change, like a massive change. And when we thought that we will make youngsters wear saris, and we did a data analysis that in fact 18 to 25 is a very big category for us, where youngsters are buying saris. Not the biggest one, but they are started to buy saris. And when we see now today, when youngsters come and say that in my annual day or in my convocation I wore a sari, and a bunch of us, 20, 30 of us are wearing only SUTA saris, and we at the end of it we went partying together because we are just SUTA queens. It makes us so proud that that small purpose that we had in mind, it has come back, and it is.
Yeah, I'm talking about what Tanya said, that SUTA queens, right? Our community, we started calling them SUTA queens. And that was not a strategy. Though people now started saying that community is strategy, employee-generated content is strategy. When we started, our main aim was to do something that is absolutely logical. इतना सोचना नहीं है, logically क्या लग रहा है? अगर you celebrate customers who are wearing saris and looking pretty, naturally they will go and talk about us somewhere else, right? And that's when it will spread. And that's when we started our community, and we started calling them queens, because we both were always outcasted almost in the schools, because I have changed 7 schools, she's changed 5 schools. And people would always say, new girl, and nobody will talk, who will sit with her? And we will always look different, because naya school change karke aage, and then we are new girls. So we always felt that women, if we tell another girl that, oh, you are looking pretty, I'll hype you up, that's when it becomes a community. That's when it start becoming, we both are powerful now. I'm hyping you up, you hype me up, and then we are together powerful. So that's the philosophy with which we started SUTA community, and I think that's what exactly community means. The whole buzzword is around just nice, unseen female friendship, female bond, and that's what we celebrated, and hence SUTA Queen is what we are following.
Today we are called in B schools to give a talk on what your strategy was. That was a great strategy to build a community, but now it sounds like it, like how Sujata said. Even UGC, which is user-generated content, which is what we call now, it works wonders. It was very naturally, it came to us because, again, celebration of womanhood is the most powerful and most beautiful. And that's what is happening at FLO. I'm so happy. We're just surrounded by such beautiful women. One more thing, like generally, when you start a business, we did a lot of mistakes. And we would like to touch upon a few mistakes and also like things that we did right. Because I see a lot of entrepreneurs here, people who are doing great. 2 pictures which were absolutely so powerful and wonderful.
Very good pictures, congrats.
Honestly, when we started up, if you asked us to pitch, I would say nothing. I would just even not come on the stage. I said, I'm selling saris and I'm selling very good fitted blouses, and that's it. I would pause there because everything we did was from the heart. We did not scream out loud saying that, oh, I'm running a business which is so revenue in numbers and all of that. We didn't brag too much. We were just doing a lot of hard work in fixing the supply chain. I think in any business, the DNA is the product, and also the supply chain has to be absolutely strong. For the first few years of our business, we were working on that rigorously. We spent nothing on marketing. It was all organic. I'm not saying not spending on marketing is the right path to pave. I'm not saying don't do it. But for us, that worked really
because
wonders.
We took time to figure out our product, and that's what, that's what we took a lot of time in. Mistake what we did was we started our website very slow, very late. We kept doing it on Instagram, on Facebook then. But we took a lot of time to come to the market. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes. We also took a lot of time to spend money on marketing. We could have done it a little earlier than what we did. And another big mistake is what was, I think, hiring. Is even if we say that hire right, hire people who are smarter than you,
it's very difficult for us to let go of processes, and when we are starting out. So for us, that was a deal breaker. Now I think we have a great team, and hence we are here talking to you on a Monday, when we just opened our 19th store yesterday in Gurugram. So, because our team was there, who is managing it now, running it fine, is why we could be here and do it. And I feel it's impossible to build it without a team. And I'm sure whoever is here, are called successful is because they have a very successful team or a well-knit team that's running the show.
And also, apart from just hiring right, you have to fire right too. A lot of times we think a lot from our heart, thinking that, okay, I'll give a second chance, third chance. And, since women have a different way of working, a lot of us also think that, oh, that person has a family, let me also think about that, and also this and that. Honestly, the person can do much better somewhere else, and you don't have, you cannot control the whole world and make it right. So also that was one mistake when we fired late, because the other teams suffer when one person is not working right. Under them,
I think as women
also
we
peers.
don't do it. We are more empathetic, and which is good, but sometimes plays wrong. It doesn't work out for us, and
Yeah,
we have
that
suffered
we
a lot.
We have done that wrong. Now we have been mindfully looking at KPIs and KRAs, and also giving them a feedback and having a mechanism around it, and that's absolutely necessary for us. One more thing I would say is that building a support system. At work, also personally, as networking as friends, and at home. We burn out so much that we sometimes don't realize.
We as women, so all women here would know that, we tend to overstretch, feel like everything we are supposed to do, and end up burning out. And a lot of times we keep business in the back seat, family takes the forefront, and a lot of times maybe somebody's fallen sick, then you become the primary caregiver, and then you forget the business and say, baad mein dekh lungi, So all of that happens, and it's a natural thing to do. But the only way you can avoid it is if you already pre-plan a lot of things, and then things don't fall everything on your shoulders, and you don't feel that, oh my God, the whole burnout is like affecting me and I can't do my work. So we have been mindfully doing that, though there are some days when I feel like, Tanya, I can't even get up the bed because...
But I'll tell you what we have done. It's very not a natural thing that we see, honestly. Me and Sujata, we live together with our husbands, kids, our parents, in-laws are also close by. So we have created this system because of course we want to live together, one, and also that it made sense for the business, because when we are working so hard traveling, having everyone together, having 2 small kids, everyone is taking care of them, and being here, I'm 100% here. My mind is not wandering thinking that, oh, did they go to the school, did they eat right? None of those, because we created that system, and people are very happy back there, and I'm happy here. So I asked for help, I raised my hand saying that, can we please do it so that we can run this whole empire that we have created. Similarly at work, we tend to hire smarter people than us, and also saying that this is what you have to take care of, and
telling them clearly and also letting them do the work. A lot of times we think that we will keep telling them what to do, but the moment you leave, that's when they'll realize it's mine. They will never realize it's theirs if you're constantly poking and asking feedback, give me a review, I'm going to check if you're doing wrong, I'll catch hold of you, unless you leave it. But again, it's a very dicey situation, so figure out if you can trust the person, please go ahead and give that baton to that person and leave the person to do the business. I wanted to touch upon the topic of the weavers before we open the floor for questions. Why our parents let us do what we are doing? Because they were super worried when we said that we are both quitting and going to start something like this. So, and also that 2 sisters doing it, they don't know what's the backup plan. If I fail, who's going to pay? And so both of us are into this business, the boat might rock. It's because they saw the impact that we're creating. And I'll tell you a small story about in a village where we went to for a talk. So every year, once we go to one of the villages where we work with, and we go address the whole weaver setup. I talk telling customers ne ye bola aapke bare mein. These are the sarees you wove, and this has become so famous, on the website. So we go talk to the weavers. While we were walking, it was a winter morning. We were walking towards the venue, and there was an old woman sitting in a corner, and she said, "Oh, Sujata Taniya, isho, just called us. Come sit with us." And we went and sat. She was a very, very old woman who was almost 90. And then she was delusionally staring ahead and said, "Come here, tell me what are you seeing ahead?" And we are like, "We're getting late, you know, we have a talk. We can't be chatting with you now." And we couldn't tell her that obviously, but we are getting restless. So she said, "No, look ahead, tell me what is it." And there was a train line ahead and there were like a lot of coconut trees and a lot of trees. So we said, "No, nothing, it's looking pretty and there's fog and it's such a beautiful winter morning." She said, "No, no, look carefully." And I don't know what is she asking me, and I'm looking at Tanya, what does she want? And then she nicely in the end said quietly that, "You know, you both should be so proud. See what you have done to this village." And that was 4 years into operations in the village. And she said nicely that both of you have changed the village. The women are more powerful. Thank you. And we actually saw women running with so much independence and power, kids on their toes, following the parents. That was just a small idea. And again, it's not just to make business sense. It was just a small idea of opening accounts for women who are working with their partners or their father, someone who is weaving. Because the whole family is engaged into weaving, and the money only goes to one account. That's a man's account. And then you have to ask for money for the work that you have also contributed towards. But then again, you have to give justification for the money that you're asking for. We felt that this is unfair. There was one more story. I'll just go there. Yeah, please. It will make sense. Because she said this, I'm going to say that there was the lady who came. So we were meeting weavers as usual. One of the previous meetings before the old lady meetup that happened. Each one of them, the women were coming and telling us what have they achieved with the bank account that we've opened for them, and they've earned money. So everybody came and said, "Oh, I took my son took admission in a very good school. He was in a very bad school before." Somebody said, "Oh, I bought a bike for my husband, and he's so happy. He goes to work in a bike and all of that." And then one lady comes jumping, and she's like jumping in the queue, and she said, "Thank you. You know, I can eat golgappa every day." And I'm like, "What are you saying?"
It was
and
so
I'm like,
beautiful.
Yeah, she was so happy, and I wondered, and I'm like, "Why? What do you mean? You know, like Golgappa is fuchka in Bengali. It's like fuchka is not a big deal. You know, why are you thanking me for this? And you can, सूता में काम भी नहीं करती तभी भी fuchka खाने में क्या है?" I said, नहीं, आप समझ नहीं रहे हो. When I came to this house, I got married to my husband, and my mother-in-law. I live with a mother-in-law, father-in-law, and all of that. Because when I was growing up, I used to every day have fuchka. I used to every day go to my mother-in-law and say, "कि पैसे दो मुझे fuchka के लिए," and they would always tell me, "Why you want money for this? To stop being silly. You know, you're grown up now. You have kids and all of that. Why are you asking for money for the silly things?" And imagine that pleasure, because she could just buy fuchka with that money, and how much would it cost? 2, 3 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees. She's saying,
And
just because I don't have to ask.
The last line was, "Now I take my mother-in-law also to have fuchka with me every day." So
such a small thing, you know, you don't realize, and it's just because she had to ask for it. It's not because she didn't earn. She was also working with her husband, but just because the paisa was not coming to her account, she was just asking again. And you know, it almost felt like she was begging for her own money. And what change we did is कि husband के जगह wife का भी account होना चाहिए. If she is working, she would also get
So
paid.
the money gets divided equally according to what work they do. And the tassels that saris have are tassels. Those are mostly done by the women, and they get separate money for those. The foraging that you see in all our saris is done by them. And money is accounted for and is transferred to their accounts. And this is what I think the old lady who said that you have empowered women in a different way. So it was just a small idea which stemmed from generally experience of what we had, and thinking that what does independence do to you? And
that's what it is. It's basic independence. It's just to feel empowered to take your own call. It need not be a big call, but small calls is what women need. I think whoever works with women, I think that's what they all need, is just simple empowerment. And similarly for weavers, all they need, weavers, is promise of work. It's not that today you bought the sari and you went away. It's somebody who's constantly giving them work, because tomorrow they just don't know what's going to happen. So they can't make a sari and sit on it, right? So that's why when brands come into villages, they're happy when the brand says, "I'll give you 365 days of work." It's not that I'm buying this lot and tomorrow you see whatever you want to do. So when we say we work with 70,000 weavers and craftsmen, we go back to them, even if the collection is bad. We come and go back to them and give them work. So,
and that's how SUTA doesn't follow trends, but we see which community needs work right now, and how can we make it constantly
running, this whole system that can run constantly, and we can, what the promise that we have given of 365 days of work, that stays. We constantly innovate in saris, and we just aim at making saris more fun and wearable. So we would love questions to come from on any topic you want us to do, because we have actually seen 0 to 75 last year and on maybe 90 this year. The scale we have seen. So if you have any questions about what we have done in digital marketing, or we have done in tech, or in terms of hiring, we would love to answer all the questions.
Hi. Yeah. Hi. Welcome to FLO Indore, and I'm Dr. Priyanka. I run my own business with my husband, and working with a co-founder, coming from family, most of the times the disagreements or the discussions or arguments, you tend to go back, take them home. So does it happen with you both being sisters?
I think it happens with every kind of partnership, especially if it's in the house. It could be mother and daughter, it could be sisters, husband and wife. I tell you, one small way is how we solve it. When we were kids, our mom is like a visionary, I feel. Like anything we say, we talk about our mom a lot. But she used to say that, don't take the fight to the bed. And honestly, she would make sure we stand outside the bed and say, abhi jhagda, marpeet karna, yahin pe marpeet karo, bed mein ghusna nahi hai. So, physically getting things done. Mom is a believer of saying that, agar tumhe lag raha hai ki, she's wrong, punch her and tell her you're wrong, and she will punch you and then finish it and then go. And she actually made us argue it right in front of me and then go in the bed. But now
so it doesn't carry forward in the next day.
Yeah, the next day. She would let us, and she made us physically do things like that. Now what happens is, because there's so much dependency on us, right? We know aaj 10 minute ka bhi argument will lead to 10 minutes of no decision making. We drop it within 5 minutes. We just look into each other's eyes. We know that, we'll take it somewhere else, but we drop it right then and there. And it has helped us a lot, tremendously. And most of our fights, because it's elder and younger sibling, it's also a lot of ego coming in from my side, right? Choti ne bola kaise? I am the elder one. How the hell are you saying it? And that the one look of hers, either to me or me to her, we know kiska galti. We literally acknowledge, and it has come. We have come along a long way. It was not easy in the beginning.
I think it's a lot of communication, honestly. Yeah. That this is leading to nothing. We love each other no matter what, and this fight is just ego or something external. And we have to drop it because so many people and so many things are depending on us. So we have learned to drop it by having communications.
Like poking her and all.
Yes, discuss it and say that 2 minutes of fight and then we drop it.
We drop it right there.
Hi, Sujata and Taniya.
Hi.
Nikita here, and I've been following your journey from so long. And it's like whatever you said, I've already heard it so many times before. And I was just talking that earlier it was 20,000 viewers, and now you are saying 70,000 viewers you have. So it is commendable. And I run a kids clothing brand. And recently, I think few weeks back, Sujata, you posted a video, very vulnerable video, about how even as a founder, and like the picture is all like this kind of picture, celebrating your success, but still so many logistics things just takes away the fun and passion from which you started the business. So now I feel like when I'm slightly scaling up, only the logistics just take away. As soon as I go to my office, the logistics just takes away the prime time of me where I can be, working. And also about this, when this transition happens, second, I just wanted to ask about specifically about your ads. Like, is it managed in-house, or like you have an agency who manages your ads? Thank you.
Thank you. So I think the most important part of the business is the unglamorous part of it, which nobody sees. मतलब इतना कचरा होता है everywhere, right? Nobody talks about it. I think there is so much.
And that's why I keep saying that passion is very overrated.
Overrated because same चीज़ बार-बार करना पड़ता है. मुझे पता है वापस जाके मुझे भी logistics problem है. मेरा भी parcel अटका होगा कहीं तो बहुत गालियाँ पड़ने वाली है. But that is like you can't run away from it, and that's what I'm saying. If you empower somebody to take over that load off you, that it doesn't fall on your head, is when you can think ahead. Because you would want to solve everything, and there are so many things broken in the way. Like if you have to travel from here to there, I would find 10 things that I can make better. That person couldn't do and maybe is not able to do. But that's when we set the KPI, KRA, we will give that to somebody and tell that, you know, if you're not doing it tomorrow, don't tell me if you don't get increment, you're getting sacked or you're getting a zero bonus. So I think making that person responsible so that it doesn't flow onto your head. For example, our customer success team is commendable. Nothing from customers come to us ever. Like even if it comes, we've only heard good things. Unless like something has been really, really wrong we have done and we haven't been able to solve it, then it comes to me and Tanya. But literally the support, the customer success team is super strong to just let it be at a level and they solve it then and there. Even if they have to refund the whole money or pay even extra to stop them from reaching it to us, they have done it. So I feel just empowering little like smaller teams and make them very powerful that it doesn't come to you is the only trick to
And
think
also getting to know that when you start the business, you think you will make cute, amazing kids' clothes and, you know, shoot it on kids and sell them. That's a glamorous part, of course. And creating and making the product right, because we start out of passion and you think that. But we also understand that 10% of your whole work and your journey will be this, you know, brilliance of ideas coming in and you doing something fun. But 90% of it would be rigorous, constant, monotonous work. And we live for that 10%, of course, because we are founders and we are passionate and driven like that. But understanding that the cadences that you every day do, that will bring routine and growth and scale that we get out of the business. So, yeah.
And good luck with it. I think all of
Yeah.
us need it.
And one more
need a pat on
question.
our back. So the second question.
Yeah, the ads bit.
The ads bit, we create everything in-house, from the strategy to what's running and what video, what static is going to be shot. And as you know, me and Tanya come a lot in front of the camera, and that also because we wanted to save money, guys. It was not a thought-through decision. Tanya said कि बाहर बाप रे एक प्रोडक्ट का 1000 रुपए बोल रहे हैं यार, मतलब तू ही खड़ी हो जा, मैं तेरे को ही लेती हूँ फोटो. And then she actually, I said, मेरा शक्ल मत दिखाना please. I'm embarrassed, just cut my head. And then one fine day she said कि नहीं डाल देती हूँ तेरा photo, you know. So that's how I became
I was just
the model.
editing. I said, you're not looking bad. Next time, just put some kajal and lipstick, please. Huh? You're not applying anything.
So that's how I became the model. And Tanya became the model because I got pregnant. And then she's like, and I was shooting till I was 8 months pregnant. 8th month, मैंने कहा भाई बस, I cannot do it. So she came in front of the camera with dad doing her shoot. So that's
So I used to set the camera and give it to my father. And I said, बस इसी angle से लेते रहो. मैं पहन के आऊँगी.
So that's how we did it. But yes, we create all the content ourselves. But there's an ad agency who does the allocation of budgets. So that's how we run the whole thing.
And again, like how we keep saying that there are 1,000 ways of doing a business. There's no wrong or right. You can see and hear. I mean, in fact, it's a great thing to hear from other brands how they have grown, how they have scaled, and what worked for them. But it could be an absolutely different and an opposite route that you take and also become successful.
But it's good to know others' ideas.
So
because
it's good to
sometimes
discuss.
You are reinventing the wheel where somebody else has done it. So it's best to know, ask your peers, ask your competition. That's the best thing to do. Call your competition, make them your best friend. You also give them information, take information so that you both are. But that's
We
the
honestly
best
do
way.
that.
Like all our competition and sari brand, we all chat. We all are on like speed dial of each other. We're like, bhai, mera dub gaya, tera bhi duba kya? So we do that because otherwise, there could be loneliness and I'm only crying.
No sleeplessness. We can't afford sleeplessness. And we just check that today Meta failed, died. Okay, everyone's dead. I will sleep now. It's not just me in the ship.
It's a hard world, and it's very hard because, you know, as far as it's B2C, mostly. So it's so hard that somebody is giving you money to run the whole thing, right? So to convince somebody to pay, you have to show ads, you have to dance, whatever is needed, me and Tanya do it. And yeah, the ad running is done by somebody else, but SEO to managing the ads, creative, social media, everything is in-house.
But I know a lot of brands who do it in-house as well. We have just outsourced the operations bit of running ads.
Hi Sujata and Tanya, I'm Ranu. So as there are so many big brands in the market, well established, and big designers, how is SUTA different from them? What is unique in your brand? Thank you.
I think every brand is unique in their own way, but what makes SUTA unique is that we are very authentic and raw. And in this world of
when people making a brand very big thing, we are very openly talk about our flaws, our mistakes, come in the camera without any filter, saying things out loud, saying sorry when we do mistakes as well. That makes people believe that these are two next door girls who are running the business.
And actually so, next door girls, honestly, if we could do it, I don't know if anybody could do this, because we knew nothing when we started Textile. We just were absolutely new to digital media world. And by just asking questions, staying true to things is why we are here. Another, I think one thing is that we never ever took our eyes away from product. So we always make sure the product is the hero, it's shining. Even if there are hundreds of plagiarism brands who are copying us, is why we always work on innovation, because otherwise you will be dead the next day.
I think
nothing
in
can save you.
boardrooms and other brands doing sessions, in-house discussions and ideations, ours always take up one of their slides. We inspire people to be raw and honest, and I think people also say that look at this strategy and follow it. Our friends who are, or any people we know who work in those companies, they send a screenshot, देखो आज तुम्हारे बारे में discuss हो रहा है वापस. So I think what worked for us is that product A, we innovate constantly without any fear. That किसी ने सोचा नहीं था, जैसे 3D flower लगाया हमने आंचल में. That too with a scrap fabric, because we didn't want it to go to the landfill. So we made flowers and stuck to the saris, and it became a 3D sari. And I don't know, it could absolutely go down and wrong also, but we just are not scared. And again,
I think the idea of sustainability is also something we talk a lot about. For example, we take any sari of yours, could be torn, could be stained, and we turn them into bags and give it out. New bags making cost us $20, $22, whereas the recycled bag, it costs us 80 rupees to make. For it to transport to the village, they have to stitch and make a bag out of it. But we still do it because of our love and passion for sustainability. And
if you buy a Suta sari today outside, you'll get those bags, the Suta Earth bags.
Yeah, those are called the consciously yours bags. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi Sujata and Tanya, I'm Gunjan. My question is, any particular reason why your parents used to take you to weavers during your childhood?
It was because dad was in railways, railway tickets were free, passes, and he wanted to save money.
And all the nearby villages had weaving naturally. We also went to farmers.
Okay.
We know farming. We know how to farm a lot.
That's why in my introduction it was said that I have a lot of plants in the house. Mumbai houses, if anybody knows how Mumbai houses are, chotu houses. And I have a tiny space where I grow so many fruits and vegetables because because also I make my own compost. And usi se I grow my plants and vegetables. We are actually junglis, and if you leave us in the nature, we would survive without anybody doing anything to us. So it was also because of that, and mom thought that the best thing to do, grow up, is in nature. So weaving was automatically happening around, so we picked it up. So we know about animals, we know about plants, trees, swimming, climbing, we know all of that.
I think it was more to do with where our father was posted. And the communities, all the villages had a lot of different kind of weaves, ikat, and lot of different fabrics, coat part and pipli art and all of that in Odisha. So we just naturally went there. If it was something else, it was like an industrial area, probably he would have taught us something else. Or mining maybe.
Buildings or mining.
Hi Sue, hi Ta. I am Pallavi and I am into manufacturing of narrow fabrics and technical textiles. So my question to you is it's too difficult to retain the employees nowadays with weavers and loom operators. It's too difficult to retain them. वो बोलता है कि मैम मैं तो कर रहा हूँ, मेरा बच्चा नहीं करेगा, ये इसमें पैसा नहीं मिलता है, परिवार ने बहुत गरीबी देखी. So how did you build your network of weavers, and what are you doing to retain them, and how are you encouraging the coming generations to continue this legacy? That's my question.
Very nice question, and it's true that the kids want to run away to the sheher and earn more money. But what we have seen in a lot of villages that the kids are coming back to the villages. They're saying rather than becoming like maybe a mechanic or a driver, I would rather be in the business where it's so much of knowledge. The only thing I said in the beginning is that weavers need promise of work. It's not that they get less. The per day money that they get is very high. The problem happens because nobody says ki
after a month will they have the work? That's when the problem happens. So I think brands like Taneira, Fab India, us, many other brands who work with weavers, if they can give promise of work, and hence one customer cannot change the life of a weaver. A life of a weaver will be changed by brands like us, because we can promise work, because we can see the pipeline. One customer can go and buy how many saris? 10 saris. You can buy 15, 20 saris, but you cannot go back again and again and buy saris, right? But only thing you can do is maybe buy from a brand which is authentic, or maybe when there are weavers mela happening, going there and buying, that's what they need. That if they come every year, they come here for a weaver mela, you are actually going and buying from there every time. But it takes a lot of effort. It's same as farming, right? Farmers leave it because there will be so much weather condition that will affect their work, but there's no promise of guarantee that it will always keep going, right? The mandi will buy it for a lesser price. Same for weavers, that middleman will come and take their work and say, ki main jab bikega tab paisa dunga. But the weaver is not at fault, right? You cannot sell, that's not weaver's fault. Like if SUTA tomorrow cannot sell, I can't say that I'm not going to pay you. I have to pay, right? That's what they And they I lack. think for us, what worked was that the constant promise of work, and also the wages that we pay is a little higher than the market standards. So retention became quality very check is high, easily. Yeah. So the retention became easy for us. But also the kids bit, what we did was we didn't do in all of the villages that we work in, but where we have the majority of weavers in certain places, we started working with the schools, training them, doing some sessions with the teachers, making them, providing them some better skills, leveling the playground, whatever they needed at whatever point in time. Sometimes we fix the fans. So the weavers automatically see that we are invested in the whole village and not just getting things out of them, but also to just grow the whole ecosystem. And those investments were very small from our end. It was not a huge investment, but it's just the promise that you stay and focus on your work, and we will take care of whatever we can in the whole village. That's how the kids became also very happy, and we do some contests there. We sometimes go there and we do like a mela, we do a contest. They become more empowered. They also see that the weaves that they weave, they see it in movies and OTT now, because it's all digital everywhere. And hence they are very proud that, oh, my sari is worn by Madhuri Dixit today, and they show off. The kids show off. The kids so also feel like, I will do the same thing. So I think just showing them a future plan, a future vision of where things can go, and it cannot stay the same years after years. So the progress, I think even employee. I was saying the same thing. So for employees also the same thing. Why do an employee quit? Like why would a person quit for your company? Is when they think that you're not noticing them, nobody notices their work, and they don't even know tomorrow also I'll do the same thing, Thursday after also I'll do the same thing. Nobody's telling me ki, if I do this better, I will get a promotion. So that journey, the moment somebody sees, the person will never leave. So we started very recently, and I've seen a massive change in the attitude of people. Yeah, we promoted a lot of juniors to senior roles, and we saw the shift in the whole company. And we say that it's not that मैंने तुम्हारा role change कर दिया, तुमको आज increment मिल रहा है. I'm changing a role to a senior position. Show me 3 to 6 months how you're working and how you're making a change in your the way you see things and do things. And then automatically they know that they're going to get an increment, they're going to be announced in the company. So everyone is looking forward to that, and if you can show them, weavers, employees, anyone, future path. So I think they will also grow along with you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Roli. I'm happily flaunting a SUTA sari. Very happy to be twinning with you.
Yeah, you're twinning. So amazing.
So, because your experiences had so much to do with your mom, your dad, so as a parent now, how have you planned that for your own kids? Like, that's my question.
It was such a different question. We've never gotten this question.
Never gotten
it's
this
beautiful.
question,
yeah. So we are little crazy parents though. Both me and Tanya are not much at home, which is sad. We had our mom all the time. So I feel that is one thing that has changed. But our parents are raising our kids. So we see they almost behave like us, our kids. One thing that because we inculcate sustainability, we really talk about it and we walk the talk honestly. Both the kids, Kabir and Ram, they both make compost with us. They both know that sometimes when they see something beautiful in the showcase, they can go scream there, love that and all of that. They can give a flying kiss and go away because we will not go and buy it, because everything beautiful is not supposed to be with you. Is what we literally have trained them. So they know, and I've seen my son who's elder to her, and he telling him that, you know, don't spend so much money. It's not important that we take it home all the time. So I think those kind of small values, what we have learned when we grew up, we don't want our kids to feel entitled that whatever they want, they'll get it, or whatever they see,
And
they
I think
need to own
whatever
it.
they want, giving them is an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
We can afford it now. That दे देंगे तो चुप हो जाएगा, खुश हो जाएगा, थोड़ी देर के लिए परेशान नहीं करेंगे. But that one tweak of what we have seen in our lives, that not everything good has to be yours, and you can value it and also enjoy the moment that you are playing with that thing, and keeping it back and coming back is also like a very big thing.
And also one more thing I would say is boredom is good. I think as kids used to get very bored because we didn't have phones then, right? Bore okay, you would create something really innovative game out of it. And we don't let our kids to get bored. And we have very strict rules in our house about TV time or any screen time. Not sure it's the best thing or not, because parents, anytime, whatever you do, everybody can scrutinize you and tell you, judge you and all of that. But I have seen the kids innovate in terms of games. The same thing which me and Tanya used to do, because our games used to be only thinking about how we are making a cart, how we are going to sell this fabric, and you know, rumal se hum doll bana ke becenge. And my mom used to say, तुम्हें बेचना क्यों है कुछ, पढ़ाई करो, you know, why will you sell? मैं तो no, तुमने घर से निकाल दिया तो हम लोग को सब सोचना पड़ता है. And you know that, but boredom taught us that, right? Because they couldn't always entertain us. कौन सा parents will leave the work and come and dance and, you know, jump in front of you? And on those times also TV was not accessible, right? That time जब मर्जी TV खोल दो and बैठ जाओ उसके सामने. So we innovated so many games. We used to draw, paint, make sculptures and stuff like that. And I've seen the same thing when you leave people to get bored is when they create the most. Also, one more thing is, since it's very related, is what we've recently done is we have given tasks to designers by saying, these are the scrap fabric. The next collection is going to be just out of this. And that's when we've seen the most amount of innovative things
magic.
come. Yeah, they create magic then.
And that also solves our inventory problem of constantly buying and not looking at what is there with you. It's very simply what we do is that what values we have imbibed in our lives, we just want to implement in the company, our people, because they should also understand the value and not think that just because the company has money or budgeted for this production, that you have to buy new things, उसको खत्म ही करना है budget को. No, you have savings. Savings की वजह से we survived in COVID, honestly. And everyone has to learn P&L. And also, I think the kids also, we treat the same way. And one more thing which has really worked for us, honestly, is that be present 100% wherever you are. That is what is very important, that I'm spending time with you all. If I'm not enjoying this moment, if I'm not taking back home this moment, beautiful moment with me to keep remembering forever, then it doesn't make sense that I just wasted my time, your time.
If we just wrote a couple of notes and had to just come and think about those and talk and go, neither would you take anything back. My job is done, I'm just spoken and gone. But this session, the bond that we created amongst each other would never be created. So just being mindfully present wherever you are has given us a lot of...
Yeah, with the kids also, even if we spend just 2 hours the whole day, we are mindfully spending those 2 hours, and I think they value that a lot. And again, we don't carry the guilt. Even if sometimes we have the guilt, we tell each other to just brush it off, like literally say that, Sujata, just brush
the guilt off. Like
we should not carry it.
We've actually done that. That, you know, my mother also saying some days that, gym जा रही हो, बेटा बीमार पड़ा हुआ इधर. मैंने कहा हाँ जा रही हूँ, gym जाना है, वरना मैं बीमार पड़ जाऊँगी इसके पास, you know. Let me go, because sometimes your own family or your own loved ones give you guilt. You know, party karne chale
unknowingly,
but unknowingly. But just to drop it, it's so important. And tell her also, like she tells me sometimes, chal, jao, kuch nahi hota, main dekh lungi, whatever has to happen, you go have fun and come. Just that, you know, small things, I think we can do it to each other, we can do it to ourselves, look in the mirror and say, just drop it and just go.
Yeah, and not add on to it ever.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, hi Sujata and Tanya, here in the front.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. So the most important question of the evening is for Sujata. I'm simply loving your earrings. From where did you buy them?
DRAD. DRAD is the brand's name.
DRAD, okay. And now is the question, like, I can see that you are very much in sync with each other, but what is it one quality what you like about her and one quality what you like about her?
I'll
And
tell about her.
You just can't, you know, which is lacking in you.
Okay. I'll tell you what she brings onto the table. That's the quality I hate the most and love the most at the same time. It's very weird. She thrives in chaos. And if there's no chaos, she will create it and thrive in it. So, as in, she's calm in her own soul, but she just wants that chaos. Yeah, not pressure, but chaos. She just wants, and some days I see the calendar and I'm like, what did you do to this? Like, how can there be so many things if every 15 minutes there's a meeting? Like, what are you thinking? And she would be like, it's in the calendar, we'll do it. And I said, and we do it. And I know that we get so much done in that day because this mad woman has just put in everything, saying that मैं इनसे बात कर लूँ, मैं ये भी meeting कर लूँगी, production भी देख लेंगे, हम finance भी देख लेंगे, आज सब कर लेंगे. And I'm like, oh wow. But yeah, I'm thankful that she does that.
About Tanya, she's super creative. Like, super is the word. If something is given to her, she will create
one that you all share. And I wanted to ask, how did you all manage to rope in celebrities to wear your brand? Because I think you all said back in the day you all did not even spend a lot on marketing. So how did you all manage to do that?
We don't even spend now on celebrities.
Wow, how do you do that?
So I think it's, honestly, I think it was a presence. I would not say we just got lucky. We did, of course, there's some bit of luck there, but we were present on social media everywhere, like every platform that we had access to, which is free.
Pinterest
which
is one of the
free.
biggest,
When nobody was doing it, nobody told us to do it, but we just thought that har jagah dikhna chahiye for selling. You have to be visible before people
even if
see
you would think Pinterest se kaun kharidega, but Karan Johar actually saw me on Pinterest. And back in the days, I'm talking about 2016. जब शुरू भी नहीं हुआ था brand, मतलब honestly ऐसा लड़खड़ा रहे थे. So he saw my photo on Pinterest and came, which Tanya clicked.
Yeah, and also I used to just brainlessly put pictures on Pinterest, thinking that it's a pretty place. I also spend some time there. I like it, so I'll just put. And nothing happened out of it for say months long. In fact, 2 years, 2014 to 16. Nothing happened, nothing came, but religiously doing this one thing, like how we were telling that monotonous thing, even if nothing is coming out of it right now, tomorrow, like how SEO also works. Dikhega nahi kuch bhi, but you will get the value later. So similarly, presence in social media really helped us.
I think also that one big thing I would tell is when somebody calls us at midnight or messages us that, you know, tomorrow is the look test, early morning 8 o'clock, can you manage it? We manage it. We don't say कि नहीं boss हम लोग का work hours खत्म हो गया है and I can't give you. Same with publications. If a PR person has messaged me at midnight saying tomorrow early morning my article goes out, I need just 2 lines from the founders, we will actually get up, we will talk to each other and send a line. You know, so
in fact, when we had high fever and our voices were also like completely choked, the throat was gone, we had an interview scheduled, we decked up, we went, we appeared and we gave it. And I think the people value that. Yeah. That if you promised something from SUTA,
they will get it. They know they'll get it. And even for product, the same thing. Thank you. Even for product, if you see this photo online and you order it, you will get the exact same thing. Like sometimes there could be errors, but I'm saying most of the time we hit the nail.
And that's how celebrities, I think, trusted us. Yeah. And honestly, also that we very clearly said that हम free में तो नहीं दे सकते, बहुत छोटे brand है. I can give it for look test. If you really like it, buy it.
And
it's
they actually
like 2,000 rupee, you know.
Most of the celebrities, whatever you see, Netflix, OTT, Amazon, they all buy our saris and wear it. And that's why we don't get credits. But people recognize us because of our tag. Yeah, that's very, very
everybody recognizes it. That's where we got lucky. And I think also that the transparency we work with, people enjoy that, and hence all generally that the ecosystem is built in a way that they take SUTA saris. And we also say that if you want it customized, if you want Marvel on it, Marvel comics on it, or whatever you want, of course licenses are required, but we will do it for you if you give me some time. So yeah.
Can we have the last 3 questions now?
Okay, hi Sujata and Tanya. Can you hear me? Okay. So I create content on Instagram, so I know how difficult it is every day to, think of new stories to tell people. So how do you guys decide what kind of stories will make impact, and how do you keep that, being a content creator, you have to be very vulnerable to people to show your real side. So how do you decide on that? What stories will go on your page, and how do you bring out that authenticity honestly?
I feel like people who are influencers and are creating content, I'm very proud of them. It's very,
I'll
very
tell you
difficult.
Tanya's story. So Tanya hated Instagram. पहले जब Instagram आया, she uploaded one photo, it got pixelated, some tech error. She posted again, it got pixelated. She deleted the app. She's like, Gedi, I'm never coming on Instagram. What is this? So she was that scared, okay? And Suta's page I used to manage. I used to write the content. I used to post photos. I used to write everything. I used to do everything. I used to manage Instagram till it was about like 40, 50K followers. I used to do it myself. Tanya would do it sometimes. She would come and write some sassy thing and just go away. But she didn't do it. For her own personal page, she's almost 25K followers. And she has found her liking. So she doesn't do everything literally, but she does her liking. She cooks, she posts those. She also, when she plays with Kabir, the kid, she posts those. And she gets famous because she does a lot of, when she styles herself, she posts those a little bit. So I am the one who's
I find it very hard.
But we love, honestly we love, because we love storytelling. I think we have kept our storytelling very, very raw. So we don't, so when our social media teams keep changing, our team, everybody else says that, oh, it's so beautiful, nothing has changed since the beginning. But it's because our values have been clearly mentioned, that nothing needs to be made up. You have to show whatever has happened, the BTSs, everything that has happened. So there's a whole lot of team that is ideating, that you see now that they're doing, putting up the content. But if the communication is clear, everybody works towards it, there could be like no dearth of ideas. Because I
think what worked, mindfully creating some buckets of things that can go up, because every day you cannot be creative and think of things. For example, there's a bucket called Artisans. We have to talk about what we do with them and their story that we have to bring up. There has to be something on functionality of your products. The blouses that has elastic and it's easy and it fits great. So maybe the functionality of every product. Then we have some BTS of any shoots, the things are falling down and things are not working fine, BTS, because people love it. So a couple of buckets that we have created. Some BTS or some buckets like styling buckets where Sujata styles a lot, and maybe we talk about that and post videos, and there could be regular things like that and
so
some
if there
advice.
are days that you don't know what to do, you can pick up from any of the buckets. I think that's one way to do it. I'm sure because you're a content creator, you must be doing it fabulously well. But it does get hard. But having backup, because some days you get that energy and you want to make 100, that day make 100 and keep. So you have to only tell and not sell. I think salesy जब भी होता है लोग भाग जाते हैं. You cannot sell at
It's a
all.
platform of just connecting and telling. And that's what we have also written on the board and saying that tell and not
And
sell.
even if you're trying to sell, we try to do it in a very funny way, so that somebody is laughing at least. खरीदो मत खरीदो, हंस के चले जाओ. So things like that.
And also like when our team shoots, when we have fumbled and said something like first purchase को first purchase बोल दिया, and then I
That
said
becomes
उसी को
better.
डाल दो, हम दोबारा shoot नहीं करेंगे. And that content becomes a better hit than when we are very polished and remember things and telling. That doesn't work. So just be raw, your authentic self, and it's okay. Some people will laugh, some people will hate you, but most of them will love you for who you are. So just look at them and ignore the rest.
Hi, I'm Kopal. Congratulations to both of you. You are a big example of sisterhood, and we all are here in FICCI FLO where sisterhood comes to a priority. On a very important basis, SUTA feels like a movement now, not just a brand. When you both started this particular movement or this concept, do you ever felt that you had to have a purpose to do things? And in any business, purpose is most important to have a sustainability. Thank you so much.
Thank you, beautifully put. We started because of a purpose. I think if we didn't see the purpose, we wouldn't have started. So I think along with our passion, which was about saris and fabric, purpose was something that drives us even now. So a lot of people say that, and honestly, businesses, we see highs and lows, right? And there are some days that are so low that we don't even feel like getting up. And that's when the purpose comes,
you know, that's when the vision, the whole idea of why we started SUTA is what drives us. So if today we don't work or we stop SUTA, there'd be 17,000 people who would not have food on their table. So that is so scary to even think, right? So that could be, you can take it as a pressure, you can take it as a motivation. So we take it as an absolute motivation to get up every day and show up. Thank you.
Thank you, Sujata and Tanya.
Thank you.
One more, your question? Okay.
Last question. Since it's the last question, of course, so I'll split it into two, okay? The first one is, what's coming next? Like, you know, because you have your everything set. So you just need to pop up a product and it'll be there in no time. And the second part of the question is, what's the retirement plan? I mean,
Beautiful
you know,
question.
it
The last
happens.
question
It
is
happens.
really
You know, maybe
beautiful.
once.
No, exit plan is beautiful. I think we've never spoken about, but yeah, amazing question.
That's it.
And by the way, she's wearing a beaten turnip sari.
Yes.
Which recently Sushmita Sen also wore, so super.
And it's a
gorgeous.
SUTA sari,
It is
yes.
a SUTA sari,
Thank
yes.
you.
So the first bit of it, what's next? We are expanding our retail presence, and what we have over the time realized, running a business is actually managing people, and second is managing your distribution channels. So our only distribution channel was online. We moved to marketplaces, which is Myntra's, Ajios, and Nyka's of the world. And then we moved to retail. And retail has been only 2.5 years for us. But as I said, we opened 19th store and 20th will be next month. So we want to expand into different localities, different places where people want to buy a SUTA, but they don't. So a lot of times at stores, people come and say, hey, I follow you online, but this is my first SUTA purchase. Because they have been, you know, very reluctant to go buy online. So we want to grow there, and category-wise, we want to expand into menswear. We have menswear, but people don't know about it. But we want to make it an independent, strong brand, and if it does well, maybe launch our Adam Me. Adam Me is our brand name. So maybe launch Adam Me stores also. One of our, secret, not secret, it is out already in media, but then our first international store is going to come up in March or April, which is going to be in Mauritius. So, thank you.
And all of these, yes, I was going there. So all of these stores, we are mostly working in a franchisee model, where franchisee partners who have been so kind and supportive, they are all our customers turned franchisee partners who have invested in our business, the brand, and in our idea. People who have never done business before, who have just had savings and they invested in the brand.
90% of them are female, by the way, all our franchisee partners.
Yes, that's amazing, right? So a lot of sisters, friends together have invested, and out of the 19 stores, 17 are franchisee owned and company operated. We operate those. And by the way, after this session, we are also going to look at spaces in Indore, a couple of stores that we are looking at. If we find the perfect spot, we would come here too.
Yeah, we'll message you guys.
One more thing, so she asked her retirement plan. I keep telling Sujata, reminding her, not telling her, that Sujata, listen, sister, we are just a speck in the world. You think that people are watching us and when you're fumbling or doing anything, nobody will care, we're just dust. One wave will come and will just vanish, nobody will care. So let's have fun while we are living it. And we absolutely have fun while we are working and while we are living our lives and doing anything else in our lives. And our retirement plan is, for SUTA, ideally, we want it to be a legacy brand and not sell it into pieces and earn money just. We may want it to have an IPO, make it a legacy brand, and like written in books that two sisters or two friends, two girls can start a business and make it big.
Yeah, I want it to be literally an example. You know, we have had almost 4 case studies written on SUTA in Ivy League campuses. We have 2 books on SUTA. So it's been like a phenomenal journey for us. So we'd want it to actually be spoken about maybe many, many years down the line. So let it stay as it is.
When we are old, our hair will turn grey. You can find us on a beach partying somewhere or
wearing a sari.
Wearing a sari, running on the beaches. You can join us too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful session we've had today. It's not on. Yeah. Thank you, Sujata and Tanya. We've had a lovely session today. Your insights about entrepreneurial journey is truly inspiring. Now, Floites, We have enjoyed a series of fun offline and online games. So it's now time for the prize winners. SUTA is kind enough to be giving us surprise gifts. So I'm calling out the names. Please do come up. Can I call Shweta Agarwal to join us? Joshi for the poll. Are they here? Priya Gyani, Neetu Goyal, Shruti Somani, Renu Biyani, Neeraja Gupta, Meenal Gupta. Please to come. Yeah, they come. Anupama Agarwal, Sarita Rai, Dr. Simrat Tuteja, Sanya. Please come fast if you are here.
reminding us that entrepreneurship doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be honest, heartfelt, and a little fearless. You didn't just redefine the dream, you made it with person again. On behalf of FLO Indore, I, Vandana Gujarati, Senior Vice Chair, extend my heartfelt thank you to all of you for being here, for your time, for your smiles, and your energy. A special round of applause for our patron sponsors, Punjabi Sara by Floyd Anu Anand and Chital Anand, Every Patel by Manish Patel, and Jaguar Made in India for the World. Thank you for your unwavering faith and generosity that allows Flow to dream bigger and do better. A heartfelt thanks to our valued partners, associate partner, Fogla Vehicles by Floyd Shweta Pravesh Agrawal, furniture partner, Davina Furniture by Floyd Gopal Maheshwari, mobile partner, Oppo by Ashwini Nagar, celebration partners, Home Goods by Floyd Sonal Shamsukha Adams L, creative partner, Mango by Floyd Mansi Bahawa. A warm appreciation to our venue partner, The Park. Extreme Media for LED screen support by Floyd Ishita Prasad. And to our media for spreading the flow story beyond these walls. To our community, your dedication and teamwork keep the flow spirit alive. Now, may I invite our committee members, followed by our sponsors, to join us on the stage